Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Hey everyone, welcome back to We Are The Hansons. I am so glad you're here with me today. If you're new, I'm Maya, mom of many, wife, peacemaker, chaos coordinator, and the voice behind the podcast where we talk about the wild, beautiful, sometimes loud, and always love-filled life of raising a big family. Today's episode is all about what happens in our house when bad weather rolls in. I mean, the real deal. Tornado warnings, ice storms, power outages, thunder that shakes the windows, and wind that makes the trees bend like they're doing yoga. We live in Missouri, and if you're from here or anywhere in the Midwest, you know that weather has a personality of its own. And that personality, unpredictable. I'm talking today about this because yesterday we had a really bad storm roll through. And needless to say, I wanted to give you guys a little insight about what we do when we have bad weather. Let's talk about how we handle it in a house full of kids and a whole lot of love. Usually it starts with a weather alert on our phones. That buzz that says severe weather warning instantly gets our attention. After living here for so long, I've developed that what I call mama radar. I can tell by the color of the sky and the stillness in the air, or the way the birds suddenly vanish, that something's coming. When I was outside, it was very weird out. It was silence. There was nothing, no noise, no movement. We had a big wall cloud that was rolling right towards the house, and it was black. And once I know we're looking at rough weather, it's all hands on deck. The older kids know what they got to do. We always check for batteries, flashlights, and I always have my phone on, the scanner, because when I have a scanner on, the National Weather Service is always doing their check-ins with the police department, so they know and they have a heads up on what's going on. The little ones, they gather blankets, teddy bears, really comfort items, maybe some books, coloring crayons and markers. You know, if it's a tornado warning, we clear out our designated area, and I always send the kids to the bathroom. Me and my husband always stay behind to watch, to make sure things aren't coming at the house. You know, we have to make sure to keep our kids safe. Now, if the power goes out like it did, we were without power from 9:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. So it was a long day with no power. Thank God it was light outside. We did have flashlights so the kids could go to the bathroom and do what they have to do. We have our phones going and we're listening. We're checking radars, and the kids are just constantly asking questions, and we are trying to stay calm to make sure that they don't freak out and think something bad's going to happen. If it's dark, we light candles, we get the lanterns out, we have our flashlights, and I usually make the kids something like hot cocoa or whatever. If the power's out, we're kind of out of luck. So we went and had to go find some place that was open after the storm to get food because we had no power. It did come back on at 6, so we were able to eat dinner, but we were all hungry. We did pull out some board games, coloring books, and if it's too scary, the kids' stories. I mean, the good kind. Funny things the kids have done, like the time one of the boys thought a raccoon was a bear and tried to scare it away by barking. The power being out can actually be kind of magical. It's quiet. We're all together in one room and without distractions. We talk. We cuddle under blankets. We snack on chips, stuff that we have in the pantry. And we just make memories. The kids actually look forward to it a lot of times until the phones die or tablets die. Then it's, Mom, what do we do now? I heard that a lot. But still, it brings us closer. We've got a few who struggle with storms. Loud thunder can send some into tears or full-on panic. One of our littles used to hide under the couch cushions when it stormed, and honestly, I don't blame them. Storms can be very scary, even for us adults. So I focus on normalizing it. We talk about how storms bring rain to help flowers grow, how the thunder is just the clouds playing tag, and how we're always safe because we're together, and us as parents will not let nothing bad happen to them. I let them hold on to me or their siblings or wrap up in my hoodie, get under a blanket together, whatever helps them feel anchored. We also pray. Every storm, it's a routine now. A quick family prayer, asking God to keep us safe and watch over us and those out there in the elements. It grounds us. It centers us. And it reminds the kids that there's peace even in the chaos. Now, let's not forget that bad weather doesn't stop meals from needing to be made. During storms, we simplify everything. We made chili dogs for dinner because by the time the power came back on, it was already getting late. So we have an electric stove, so we were out of luck. So we were actually thinking about cooking them on the grill if needed. Thank God it came back on. Laundry usually gets paused, of course, but one of the best tips I can give other big families, always have storm snacks and water jugs set aside. We keep emergency like granola bars and crackers and applesauce pouches and gallons of water. It saved us more than once. And the bathroom situation, let's just say you haven't lived until you've tried to explain to your littles why they need to hold it during a tornado drill. That is peak parenting. Once the storm has passed, we always take time to check in. I always check in on the older kids to make sure if they need help, check the yard to make sure they have anything that they need help with that we can help them, and assess any damage. We often pick up branches, rearrange knocked over toys and sweep off the porches from the debris. But we also take time to be thankful. I always call and check in on friends and family. I check Facebook to check in on friends and family because you just never know. And we have friends that live an hour from us, And when I see the storm after it hits us and it's heading for them, I want to make sure that they're safe too. It sets us at peace. I also search and see where all the damage is. Our daughter's house got hit and a tree fell on it. So they had some damage to the backside of their house. They're still without power. It's supposed to be on sometime today, but they have 2 babies that they have to deal with. They had to take all their food to her mother-in-law's house so that they didn't lose everything. It is nice when you have a generator, as we do. And we were just getting ready to hook it up because we were told we probably wouldn't have power until the weekend because there was 50,000 people without power here. That's a lot of people. I seen images today of one whole strip of our town. All the power poles were uprooted and the lines were on the ground. My daughter goes to college at Missouri State University, and while she was at school, lightning struck and hit the library and caused a fire. There are people out there that have lost everything. My neighbor's tree fell. We gathered the kids up and went out and helped clean up after the storm because that's what people do. We have enough kids here that it didn't take us long at all to get that tree cut up and cleaned up. And we've offered to help anybody in need of help cleaning up to go and help. And I'm sure we will do more cleanup for others to help. Because I know that if the damage was on us, people would be offering help to us as well. So we always offer a hand in helping, and my kids are all for that. There's times in need. And when you see devastation in a storm that destroys everything and it's so destructive, you want to get out there and do whatever you can to help people that lost their home. And we're that family. We are that family that will go around and help wherever needed, whether it be cutting trees up or moving branches or whatever it could be, we will do it. We had several people contact us to make sure we were okay because it was on the news that we had gotten hit. Needless to say, there was several injuries here from the storm yesterday. I have not heard of any fatalities, which is a blessing. It is so nice to hear that nobody was found deceased. And I pray that everybody is safe, got to a safe place to lay their head and sleep. Because I know when I went to bed that there was others out there that couldn't stay in their own home. They had to leave because of the damage. For each other, for the roof still over our heads, I'll never take that for granted, especially with so many little hearts looking to me for comfort and strength. So we take the time to be thankful. Sometimes we'll end the day with a movie marathon if the power returns, or a big family breakfast the next morning if it was a long night. These are the moments that stitch our family closer together. I always check in on all the older kids and family and friends. Bad weather can be chaotic and unpredictable, but for our family, it's also a reminder of what matters. When the power's out, when the wind is howling, and when fear creeps in, our answer is always the same. Come close, stick together, lean into love. I hope this episode encourages you, whether you've got one kid or 13, to find comfort in a small moments and to remember that no storm lasts forever. Thanks for spending time with me today. Don't forget to get over to our YouTube and subscribe. You can also send us an email at wearethehansonsshow@gmail.com or send us a Facebook message on our We Are The Hansons Facebook page. If you're enjoying the podcast, and share this episode with someone who might need a little warmth on a stormy day. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, keep loving loud.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.